Hello, my family. God bless everybody. It's good to be here speaking with you guys. I have a lot to share. I haven't been on for a few days because I just recently moved and I haven't had internet access. So it's been killing me because I have so many things that the Lord has shared with me that I want to get out to you guys. But today I just want to share something about my own ministry, because the Lord recently gave me some deeper understanding on this, and he just put it together in such an amazing way, such an awesome way that only he could do. It just blessed me. It blessed two of my other sisters that I share things with, and we've been working together, connected our ministries together. The Lord connected us together, and we've been growing together, and it's just been an awesome experience. So I want to share some things with you guys real quick. So recently, I know I shared in a video about having dreams about presidents, and I had explained in that video that presidents represent, in the demonic form, can represent principalities. Also, that president and a chief are one and the same thing. One of the dreams that I had shared was me being invited to a dinner for presidents. It was a presidential dinner that I was invited to. And I knew that the people that were invited to this presidential dinner were presidents. So, as sometimes the Lord tends to speak to us in ways that we would usually think as something he would not use, he always has his own way to do things. So that's why the Lord says just to trust in him and don't lean on your own understanding. Because a long time ago, the Lord spoke to me about the Latter-day Saints. So just a quick, I'm not trying to say I'm going to be a Latter-day Saint or I follow Latter-day Saints, because I know that they are basically believe in Mormonism, and that is far from Christianity. But like I said, sometimes the Lord chooses the ways he chooses to get understanding or to get messages across to us. And this yesterday, as I was doing my research, I was praying and I was asking God for more understanding on my own ministry, as I've been seeing a lot of dreams with keys, which he's already given me understanding on keys, but there were also other things that I've been seeing that I was just wanting to go deeper on, so that I can walk better and be more effective in my own ministry. So as I'm looking up research about things with keys and key holders, God's key holders, I end up coming across this LDS website that says presidents receive and hold keys. So that brought me back to the dream about being invited to this presidential dinner and knowing that I was a president. So some other things that this website said that confirmed, that God used to confirm some of the things that he's been showing me with this, were keys are the rights of presidency, or the power given to man by God to direct, control. I don't know about the whole control part, but to direct and govern God's priesthood on earth. Priesthood holders called to positions of presidency receive keys from those in authority over them. Priesthood holders use the priesthood only within the limits outlined by those who hold the keys. Obviously, God, Jesus Christ, is the one that holds the keys, and he ordains them unto us where he chooses to do so. And then it also says the president of the church holds all priesthood keys. Obviously, Jesus Christ is the head, the president of the church, the body. Then it talks about the Melchizedek priesthood holds the keys and mysteries and knowledge. And I'm gonna give you more on this to tie all this in. Then one of the last two things, it says officers in the priesthood hold keys. And then it says he who has keys can obtain knowledge. So I also had this dream recently where I was asked if I had been told about my local Chiefs Day. So as I said before, a president and a chief are one and the same. So I knew that this person that was asking me about this local Chiefs Day, if I had been told about it, was speaking about President's Day, because this was on the weekend of President's Day when I had this dream. So I automatically knew that this was referring to President's Day, which then connected again, confirmation, the chief and the president being one and the same. Then I also knew that this was referring to me, speaking about me being a chief / president. So the Lord started bringing everything full circle to me about all this yesterday. All of this is also connected to the shepherd, as I spoke to you guys and shared before about the vision and the teaching that the Lord was giving me, showing me that he was using me as a shepherd to lead. And I shared about the Lord giving me that vision, and that I was given that the shepherd staff, which comes in connection full circle with leading. And I recently asked why I had received all these different keys. While I was seeing all these different keys in different dreams that I was receiving. And I was also seeing that I was standing at all these different types of doors. Like I recently had a dream where I was standing at a golden door, and the Lord gave me understanding about this golden door, relating it to the East Gate in Jerusalem, which also was called the Golden Gate. So he was giving me understanding slowly, but I was asking him why, what was the purpose of me receiving all these different keys and me seeing myself standing at these different doors and portals that he was giving me dreams about. So the answer of that prayer was, I've been given a key to unlock the door for many to come behind me. So then he spoke about the keys themselves. They are understandings of truth. That's what these keys represent. The essence of these keys represent understandings of truth, or truths. He said that when I receive understanding of a truth, then it's like I've had the door to the pathway of that truth open, which is me receiving. Then for me to be covered in it and walk through the door, that's me accepting it. At that point, I now possess the key to unlock and open the door for others to walk on that pathway, which is me teaching them or shepherding or leading the truth I have just learned, leading them in that truth that I've just learned, allowing them to walk down that same path. So, in other words, my calling is like a Pathfinder, but God's done all the hard work, so I'm not necessarily doing any finding. I don't really need to find the path because God is showing me the path. He's revealing it to me. then in turn, my job is to say to others, hey, look at that door. Let's go that way. And explain where, how, and why we should go down that pathway. And the Lord gave me even more confirmation about this, because he reminded me of a while ago I had a dream where I was told that I would be allowed to see further. My vision would be lengthened, and I would be able to see further out. And as the Lord was speaking this to me, he spoke it in such a manner as me looking at the Lord will show me a path. And then once I start looking down that path, then he will give me further vision down that path, which then I'll be able to see, which is me getting understanding. I'll be able to see that path is clear and the right way to go. So then I go and get everybody else, which is me coming on here teaching, and I say, hey, this pathway is the way the Lord told me we should go. So then now I am, in a sense, unlocking the door, or opening and unlocking the door for others with the key, which is the understanding that I received, so that they can now walk down that pathway too. So I know some people are thinking there's only one path, and that's through Jesus. Yes, of course, you're right. But that's speaking about the path to salvation. That's not what I'm talking about right now, because there's other pathways along the main pathway. So Proverbs 3:6 says, in all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make your paths straight. Not your path straight, your paths, plural, straight. So yes, there is one main path, but there are little pathways we come along when we're going on the main path. So when we come to blocks in that path, as the enemy tries to throw stumbling blocks in our way, God has already provided a pathway for us to go around these blocks, or even through them, trampling over them. But these other pathways that the Lord has allowed us, has already provided for us, they will then bring us back onto the main pathway, which is the pathway of righteousness. Exactly why he said that when you walk on the path of truth, the lies that are around the truth cannot affect you, because you have been shown a direct path, or given understanding of that truth that's being covered in that truth. It's like armor, because you know the enemy will throw lies at us all day, but if you know the truth, that lie is not going to deceive you. It's not going to affect you, because you're covered in that truth. You're on a direct, focused pathway, and nothing else is going to knock you off that path. Nothing's going to lead you astray from that path, because you know what the truth is, and the truth is a fact, and nothing can change the fact. So that's what I just wanted to share with you guys, because it's just awesome, because I know that there's plenty of others that have received the keys. Hold on one second. There's many of us that have received keys, and that are going to receive keys. So I want to help you understand why you receive these keys, and what to do to go further in the understanding, to walk in this truth and receive more keys. So God bless you guys. I'll talk with you soon.